Big or small? You get to decide in today's video. Welcome back to the Brannon No channel. I'm your host, Brannon, where we talk today's tech. And we're getting a double feature today, folks. I hope you're happy to be here, as much as I'm happy to have you. This is EDIFIER's ES60 portable Bluetooth speaker. And this is their mini-me, the ES20. Let's talk about it. First up is the ES60 that was sent to me in the ivory color. Wow, that's pretty. Now you can also get it in black, and that goes for both of the ES60 and the ES20 models we're gonna cover today. First impressions? Vintage. So sweet. It has this old school soft faux leather wrap that just pops. On the front, we get a metal grille plate with the EDIFIER logo in the upper right corner. And in the back, we have the same metal grille plate along with the USB-C charging port. On the right side is a metal cutout for this included lanyard. That is attention to detail. Looking at the bottom, we get a raised stand that houses an LED light that surrounds the entire plate. More on this in just a bit. Under that, we have 4 silicone rubber feet pads for shock and stability. Looking at the top, we have a silver colored silicone buttons. With our lighting switch here, our minus volume, play and pause, plus volume, and lastly, our power on and off. Now you also see at the top, we have a microphone. Next is a 5 LED battery percent indicator. And finally, the Bluetooth single LED connection. All right, let's talk about its baby brother. Now the ES20 is very similar to the ES60 with the same leather wrap, grille plates, logo, button, layout, and included lanyard. Now there are a few differences than the size, of course, like the USB-C port being off to the left side of the speaker, and lighting is different as well. It wraps all the way around the back grille plate, and you can set it on its back or upright. All right, let's nerd out with me and go over the specs. What I'm gonna do is try and cover both speakers equally as we go through all of what's in them, so bear with me. Quality sound with 360-degree audio. Now the ES60 is sporting a dual 0.75 silk dome tweeters. Also has a mid-bass driver and a passive radiator with a Class D amplifier, delivering us 34 watts of immersive sound. Now, when it comes to the ES20, it has a 43mm full range driver and a 0.55mm passive radiator with a Class D 6 watts of dynamic sound. Of course it is. It's a lot smaller. Now, where the ES20 may lack in louder sound, it definitely makes up for it in lighting. We're getting 5 different modes, whereas the ES60 only sports 3. And we're going to talk all about this coming up, I promise. I know I said it earlier. We're going to talk about the lighting, believe me. Let's talk battery. When it comes to the ES60, we're getting 9 hours of playtime. However, we get 15 hours on the ES20. The reason for that is due to less drivers, okay? So it's not pushing as much power per se. Both speakers do come with Bluetooth 5.4 and a multi-point connection. Now you can also pair two speakers together to get true wireless sound. And no, you can't sync these two together, unfortunately. I tried. Yeah, gotta be the same model. Now both speakers are coming with their built-in MEMS microphone. It's gonna be super dope to make and receive phone calls. Now when it comes to IP ratings, the ES60 falls a tad short. It's only by a point, being an IP66. Yeah, the ES20 shines with its IP67. However, I was pretty surprised that these even came with a splash-proof and dust-proof rating. So yeah, we get to use them outside as well, on a porch or deck, take it camping. Now, that's super clutch. And lastly, we get the EDIFIER app called Connex. Let me show you. All right, tap on the app, let it find it, and here we go. Let's click on settings. At the top, it gives us the latest firmware. Next is user manual. Then we have audio channel setup. This is pretty sweet. For however you're setting up your speaker, you can pick mixed or front tweeter for left channel and rear for right, or vice versa. Now there's power saving mode on or off. Simply means no activity with the speaker is going to cut it off after 30 minutes. Save you some battery juice. Now we have Bluetooth devices. Just shows what you're connected to. You have prompt tones. Pick out what ones you want to hear or not want to hear. Power off. Now you can actually set it for never, 10, 20, 30 minutes, 1 hour, or 1.5 hours. And lastly, we have a factory reset if you so desire. All right, let's jump back to the home screen. We have the EDIFIER's model's name. Under that is a 3D icon of your speaker, and just under that is a battery percent. Import sources. Now there's Bluetooth or USB audio streaming. Sound effects. In here we get 4 presets: music, game, movie, and outdoor. Light effects. Here we go. Finally, as I promised, I'll talk about the lighting effects. We have static, breathing, emergency light, which is, I don't know, guess if you're in an emergency, it's gonna flash red. And lastly, you can turn the ambient lights off altogether. You also get a brightness adjustment, and you get the choice of white light or yellow, which gives off a more warmer and cozier feel. And lastly, we have a volume rocker for low or high. Now, when it comes to the ES20, we get all the same settings with the firmware, power saving, Bluetooth prompt tones, etc. And we also see the same for sound effects. However, here's where the ES20 shines, literally. Sure, you can shut it off. What the hell fun would that be? You get a light modulation rate that you can adjust. There's brightness, and we have breathing. How about rainbow? Or pick out your favorite static color. There's even glittering and colorful. Ooh, nice. And of course, you get the emergency lights as well. And that's it. It's great options to go in there and customize your speaker for a better experience. All right, time to test out both the speakers. But first, we need to hear from today's sponsor. Upbeat is a royalty-free music platform with thousands of artists to choose from. Scroll through different genres, keep up with what's trending. Scrub through songs to save time and download until your heart's content. Add the perfect sound effect to your content with Upbeat's professional sound bites. Take advantage of motion graphics and color grade to perfection with their brand new LUTs program. Find your sound in your words. Let Upbeat's AI create the ultimate playlist for that next project. You can start out free and work your way up to the most popular, or you can take advantage of it all and go pro. Get started with Upbeat and give yourself freedom to create. If you like all that music and sound effects that's been provided in today's video, check out upbeat.io. I'll have all the details and the discounts. Yeah, that's right. You get a discount using my direct link. It'll be down below. Get yourself creating today. First, we're gonna start out with the Big Daddy, all right? And today's song choice, number 1, is called Drive by Swoop. Ready? Here we go. Let's turn it up. Ooh, she may be tiny, but sounds good. Got a lot more push. Wow. I think I've heard enough. All right. You know, when we're talking about Edifier, they always seem to come through in shining colors. When it comes to building sound, I don't think there's one Edifier that I've tested here on the channel that I haven't loved. Hell, let's just jump right into my pros and cons. Pro number one has got to go to the looks and aesthetics of these two speakers. I love that old school vintage theme with the leathery wrap and that clean look. They're definitely going to add to any decor that you have in the office or on the porch, deck that you place these on. Pro number two goes to the sound, of course. Even though the ES60 is louder due to its size, it certainly doesn't leave out the ES20. As small and as compact as it is, it held its own with deep bass and crisp highs and lows. However, if it's sound you're looking for, you're gonna have to lean towards the ES60. And pro number three is the IP rating. From the look of these, one would never even think of taking it outside. Yet, Edifier says different. You can take them out. All right, time to go over the cons. This is a tough one. It's really hard to pick apart speakers of this size. I mean, obviously the bigger speakers out there will crush something like these. I guess if I have to bitch about anything, it would have to be the 9 hours of runtime to the 15 on the ES20. You would think a bigger speaker, bigger battery, but that's not the case. In any sort, let's go ahead and go over retail. For the Edifier ES60, it's selling for $149.99 with an instant 25% off that Amazon claims is the lowest price yet. Now for the ES20 Edifier, they have it for $79.99 with an included 11% off. And if you didn't think that was enough, you can redeem an additional 15% off. Now that brings it down to $67.99. Yeah, under 68 bucks, or 68 bucks. I'll be sure to leave you my Amazon affiliate link down in my description below. Yes, I get a little kickback. It's really not that huge, but it definitely helps me and the channel grow in making these wonderful, informational videos for you. Let's open a fortune cookie. Oh, wow, look at that. Not affiliated, by the way. I think my daughter snuck this one in on me. All right, let's see what the fortune is. Oh. Well, since it's a Panda Express, there is no fortune word. An important business venture may soon develop. We shall see. These are better than the ones I buy. We shall see. Now, if you've lasted this long in this review, well, you're either family or could be a little something wrong with you, but you know as well as I do, we do not judge here at this table. Not now, not ever. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe on your way out that door. Like, share the video, helps the channel out greatly. And I'll be seeing you in my next video, which is going to be the new iPhone 17 Pro Max cases. That's right, I got my hands on some cases. See you then.